This will be a quick video tutorial really meant for parents in terms of how to navigate Schoology to the best possible advantage of your language arts student if they have me for a teacher. So right now you'll notice that I'm in the language arts course in Schoology. And the way I got there was because it probably starts off at the home page, and I really don't know what it looks like on the parents' end. I have you in a student view. And so from there, you would choose the language arts course or whichever course you were trying to look at for your student. And the landing page here, it's almost like the middle of this is like a Facebook wall. And if I scroll down a little, you'll notice that teachers will post things that might be interesting or helpful information. What you notice on the side over here are all of the upcoming events. The upcoming events will include assignments that are coming due, which is what this blue logo is. Sometimes it's just reminders or dates of things that are coming due that aren't necessarily assignments, they're just reminders. If you need to see things that are in the past, like yesterday's stuff, you can actually click on the calendar icon itself. And this is showing the last few days, or if I go back to October, it'll show everything that was posted in this course for language arts every single day. So that's really helpful for people who have been absent or people who didn't turn something in on time and they need to, now it's no longer showing up over there, so they need to go back in the calendar to find it and then click on the assignment. In language arts, every single day I upload the agenda. So looking at October 12th, this is Monday's LA agenda. Tuesday's LA agenda, Wednesday's language arts agenda, Thursday. And the reason why I do that is because it shows the students what they're going to be doing that day in class, but it's also perfect for parents or absent students to go in and say, you know, what did my child learn yesterday? Or what did I miss when I was absent 2 days ago? The other thing that's showing up on these calendars, aside from the agendas, are assignments when assignments have come due. So this assignment right here was called cinematography analysis. It was due that day. Every agenda for language arts also lists the homework on it at the bottom of the agenda for that day. Also on top of that, I put homework for this week. So if you click on one, it shows the homework. This was obviously a few weeks ago. So this calendar tool right now is only showing language arts related things. If you are in Schoology and you go back to the home page and you click on the calendar from there, it will show all of the students' work on the calendar, whether it's science, health, math, anything like that. Each assignment, so if we click on this right here, I always list what skill the student is supposed to be demonstrating mastery of. In other words, that's what skill we worked on, and that's what they're going to be graded on. On top of that, the directions to the assignment or the assignment itself is always linked at the bottom. What we were on was the update tab. That's where you could see this update wall along with some of the upcoming events over here. So if we go over to the materials tab, you'll see a few folders. You've got class information, and that has general information that is helpful to parents and students, like what are the requirements for honors language arts? What was the summer reading assignment? Those kind of things. If we take a look at quarter one, within quarter one there are 4 folders. The quarter one discussion, online discussion threads that we had, all of the quarter one assignments, all of the quarter one assessments, and quarter one notes. The assignments is a big one. It has every single assignment that we did in quarter one, probably almost every single assignment. At the beginning of every assignment name, I have something in parentheses, and what those relate to are the Common Core standards, meaning that is the standard or skill that the child was supposed to show mastery of. So SL71, that's a speaking and listening skill, and it's numbered 7.1, and that skill has to do with engaging in discussion. So if I go down, for example, to RL72, that has to do with reading literature, standard 7.2, and it has to do with identifying the theme. And so here it says what skill was the student supposed to show mastery of, and then there is a couple links for the assignments depending on the level of the student. Over here is where the student submitted the assignment. So this student whose account that I'm looking in has submitted the assignment on time. And if I click on it, it will provide the comments that I've left for that student on the assignment as well as the grade. So that was the materials folder. So let me go back. I can click on materials to go back to it, or I can get back to it by clicking on some of these links here. So I want to just go back to the main quarter one folder. And so I just showed you the assignments folder. There's also the assessments folder that has a list of the assessments that we did. The quarter one notes folder, it has all of the, what if I use like a video to teach something or a PowerPoint or some notes that we typed up to help them learn something. This is a great resource for as they're completing their work. If they need help, or if you as the parent are like, well, what does racism mean? Or what do they mean cinematography analysis? You're more than welcome to click on those or have your child click on it and show you. Another part of Schoology is your child's grades. So now we are already within the language arts course in Schoology. So if I click on grades, you're only going to see the language arts grades. If you were at the home page and you clicked on grades, you would see all of your child's grades. Okay, so right now it's only showing quarter two grades, and it's got some of my notes over here. Some of these things haven't been turned in yet, either because they're coming due and they're just put into the grade book even though they're not due yet. Like this one, for example, is not due until December 14th, so of course she hasn't turned it in yet. She's turned in 2 things so far and had gotten grades. A 3 or more indicates mastery. Anything less than 3 means that this child hasn't mastered it and needs to take my feedback to revise the work or meet with me to be retaught, and then they get to reassess, or in other words, they get to redo the assignment to show that they have mastered it, hopefully. The way a student is able to see, like this one says mastery, please read my comments. I think the parent can do this as well, but the student for sure would click on the name of the assignment. And from there, all they're seeing is the assignment itself. They have to click on where it says assignment submitted. They have to click on this again, so it's a lot of clicking. And eventually it loads with, this was the Google Doc that the student submitted. These were some comments that I left the student. This one, for example, mastered it, so I didn't have a lot of like criticism. But if a student didn't master it, I would be giving them some advice over here on how to master it. But that's where they find my feedback. Okay, so I really hope that was helpful for you as a parent to see all the different parts of Schoology that are being used. I hope it was not overwhelming, and I know probably each of the teachers that your children have might do things a little bit differently, but hopefully you're getting the flow of it. Please feel free to reach out anytime you have a question about this. It would be my pleasure to help you. Thank you so much.